What direction do you wipe in? Do you wipe front to back or back to front?
Back to front.
No.
What?
You wipe back to front?
Yeah.
You wipe this way?
Yeah.
That's how you get shit on your balls, bro.
I don't get shit. Nuh-uh.
So have you been jester gooning and jelk-maxing
I have.
with the foids?
Yeah, 100%.
Have you heard about this?
No.
And with your clavicular, your cortisol levels.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that
spiked.
That you're speaking my language, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Jester gooning.
I know that cortisol levels like cause you to look thicker than you are.
Yeah.
You know, because of stress and whatever else. And yeah, 100%. I feel like yesterday I looked definitely a little bit thicker than I do normally because of how stressed I was.
Were you joking at all?
Looks-maxing? I was looks-maxing.
Yeah.
100. I was trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like,
it seems like the thing.
Looks-maxing. No, yeah. I do that sometimes now because of
it's a good
the first
exercise.
episode.
Oh, yeah.
It does. But yeah, I mean, with all the BTS photos from the film, I was looks-maxing, you know?
Real quick, speaking of BTS.
Yeah.
There's a BTS reunion happening.
Is there?
Yeah.
Really?
And listen, I'm just going to say this. I don't know much about BTS except for the fact that their fans are very scary. So, yay, BTS reunion. We love BTS. I'm so excited. Who's your favorite BTS member?
I don't care.
Jin. I think there's one named Jin Sook.
Yeah, Jin Sook. Yeah, he's hot.
Yay, BTS. You know.
I've never been a fan of BTS. But
shut up, bro. We need to get BTS fans in here.
Oh yeah, I love you, BTS.
Yeah,
Jin
BTS.
Pro, whatever.
We're BTSers.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that stand for behind the scenes?
No,
as well?
I think it's like big time.
Big time
stuff. Big time South Korea. I don't know.
Yes.
But yeah, BTS is coming back. So we just got to hop on that train. Look, I'm trying to have this go viral.
True.
We keep our views are not great.
You're right.
We're only up to 22 subscribers.
I'm cutting this out. I'm cutting this out.
I want the BTS love. All right.
I haven't listened to enough of them to really have an opinion, so I would like to. And if there's any songs that you guys have to recommend for BTS or any K-pop, let me know.
We like all BTS songs.
Yeah.
Every BTS song is the greatest song I've ever heard.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a fact. And BTS is the greatest band on earth.
Yep.
They deserve every good thing and none of the bad.
Yep.
And we stand BTS here.
Love you, BTS.
Yeah, love you, BTS.
Come on the pod.
Yeah.
If you can, you know,
we'd love to have.
We'll fly you out once we get more money.
We'll learn the dance moves.
Yeah,
we'll do the dance.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Like on TikTok, you know.
Yeah. That's how people pop off.
That'd be sick.
But yeah, BTS yesterday.
Yeah. Behind the scenes yesterday.
Well, just for context, and I haven't heard the whole story and everything you got to give me, but we're doing a 72-hour film challenge.
That's right.
I don't know all the details of like where it came from or who it's for.
There are different organizations for this stuff.
Okay.
One does a 48-hour film challenge.
Yeah.
Another one has done 24.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But obviously the bigger gap of time that you have, the longer the film will be.
Okay.
So 72 is 3 to 5 minutes. I mean, that's a challenge still, you know, because we spent yesterday like probably almost 12 hours filming. I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah, it was like from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. basically 10 p.m. You know, it was that's a normal amount of film time. You know, if you want to be in film, you have to be prepared for that. It wasn't the stuff on the set pissed me off because our the guy who's in charge of this film, I'll name drop him now. No.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we're gonna do names or not. Like,
I'll start with A.
I got a little bit of beef. Okay. You know, I mean, just from like the chat, like the group chat, there were some whack vibes going on in there.
Yeah, and ask away if you have any questions.
Well, I mean, you said that you wanted to get my raw reaction.
Yes.
To some stuff, so
this morning he calls me because we're having a hard time with this.
What's his role in the organization? So we can maybe just refer to him as
a couple of roles: producer and then sound mixer.
Okay, which is like a nightmare for me because like I'm doing the music and like the mixing can just make it so bad.
Yeah, and now editor at this point because he's impatient as hell. He asked me this morning to not do the pod. He didn't ask me. He told me.
Oh my God. All right.
Yeah. He was like, you're going to have to cancel. You're going to have to. This takes precedence over that. And I said, no. Like, are you kidding?
Way to set a boundary.
I said, and then he asked me, he was like, are you getting paid for it? I was like, I'm not getting paid for this. So, you know.
Yeah. That's true. I cannot believe he tried to tell you.
Yeah.
And how old is this guy?
He's like in his 30s. He doesn't look.
Really?
He doesn't look it. Yeah, no, he
doesn't act like it either.
I know.
God damn, bro. Mm-hmm. Homie needs to get a grip, man.
And he constantly like tried to do a power struggle with me yesterday. I was the director. Yeah. I don't care if he's the producer. I don't care if he was like the one who brought everyone technically together through Facebook or whatever. I was the director, and whatever I said with the shots and the actors goes. Yeah. He constantly interrupted me.
Yeah.
Like, and constantly was just trying to like tell me, you got to mark the audio file stuff. Like we forgot to do that. And
frame the shot like this.
Yeah.
Let's do a Dutch angle.
And then having the audacity to tell us to do a retake. I get he's a producer because technically a producer does that, but this was a film challenge for like amateurs.
Yeah.
Like
it's just like I've done one of these before.
Yeah.
And when we did it, it was like, oh yeah, let's just see what we can do. Yeah. Let's have fun and see what we can do. Because like, is there money on the line?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I assume it's just like kind of like a prize and like a recognition.
There might be a prize and a recognition.
Ooh, we'll like show it at a local festival.
If we get in the top 20, then the judges, we do a screening and we can be there for it. Then the judges will.
Okay, I'm glad you said top 20 because homie, and I hope he sees this, but like, so the dude who wrote the script, he pumped it out in a couple of hours, which like I've never written a script, so cheers to you, man. Doing anything in a couple hours can be tough, and especially going from you have to like here's your theme, here's your prop, here's something you have to accomplish, like you have to fit all these like certain criteria to make your thing count,
right?
And this dude did the script and like whatever, man, this we only have so much time. It's not gonna be none of this is gonna be perfect.
No.
And homie said this is a top 20 script. Well, fucking asshole, bro.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
I don't know.
I'm gonna just say this. Next time we do anything, I can't do it if he's involved.
Fair.
He needs to like kick rocks, bro.
I know.
This shit's been insane.
Yeah.
The vibe has been so bad.
Everybody thought I was pleasant, obviously. Like the mom who brought her daughter and everything. She was like, if you need a child actress, she was talking to my roommate.
Yeah.
And she like for like an hour yesterday because my roommate wasn't really doing much. He was a PA, but he was like sleeping on the job. I don't care. He wasn't doing anything. So they talked for like an hour and I was like, well, she was talking, they were like talking shit about, the guy in charge. But I was like, did they say anything about me? Like, hopefully, like I did kind of freak out a little yesterday. She was like, no, like the only reason she was there was because of me, apparently. Because she, on video call, we had a video call, she was like, he's the director, so, I trust him with my daughter and like, and all these things. He seemed chill. So I was like, that's nice.
No, man, like you have a great professional vibe.
Thank you.
Having worked on you on a couple things now, it's like, yeah, like you and I haven't been to one of your sets, but from what I've seen and heard, like you run a good ship.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And like I feel like you're diplomatic, and I feel like you do try to like just you do your job.
Yeah.
And then it's like that's the whole point of like a film set too, and just like working on a creative project like this with so many hands.
Oh yeah.
Know your role. Know your role, and like don't really overstep unless it's like you're asked or it seems necessary. And homie just like it sounds like it's just been fucked from the get-go.
Yeah, it was. I was worried. I was worried about meeting this guy.
Yeah.
And
it's just been terrible. It's been terrible the whole time. Yeah. I can only imagine.
The house owners there was a house next to the RV.
Okay.
They were great.
Yeah. Everybody has, it seems like,
too.
From my like outsider perspective, like everybody has been great except for this one dude.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And that's all it takes is one person to sully the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so I hope this isn't boring for the listeners, but who cares?
Yeah.
So what happened with the editor? I didn't get the full.
He finally got
this.
back. I mean, it was not even an hour later.
Yeah.
But he feels bad. Like, he feels like shit now because he's like, man, like, he was kind of blaming himself, and I felt bad. He was just like, man, I'm kind of mad at myself that I can't be a part of this anymore because, like, that guy was tearing him a new one. Like, in the chat, he was like, you know, you were taking too long, and I was talking to Nolan about this.
Yeah.
And he's going to take a while, too, so I'm just going to take matters into my own hands and edit it. And he was just like, well, I'm here now, and dang it, you know. Like, dang, now I feel bad. And Alex, whatever.
We could believe
Alex,
that. Yeah, fuck it, Alex.
Yeah, Alex. Like,
fucking asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Like, did not
so petty.
care.
I don't care.
He did not care.
Yeah.
And, so.
I mean, and it's like, you know, I talked to the editor a little bit, and he seemed like a swell, nice guy. And like, we have until, you know, it's like what, noon, 11:30 right
7 p.m.
now.
tomorrow.
We have 7 p.m. tomorrow. That's 30 some hours.
Yeah, this is part
Plenty
2 to the
of
story.
time.
Because, well, part 2 to the story is I offered to edit it.
Okay.
But when I was good and ready. After the pod, everything. He was like, we don't have that kind of time. I said, I'm a fast editor. He said, we don't need a fast editor. We need a good editor. And I said,
bitch.
And I said, I've been editing for over 10 years.
Yeah.
And I'm efficient. Yeah. And this is only 50 clips I'm working with. This is nothing. I've worked with hundreds of clips.
Yeah.
And dumbed it down to 6 minutes. This is a 3 to 5 minute film.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Yeah.
And I filmed it.
Yeah.
So of course I know the clips. Like, So, yeah. So anyway, like I said, when I'm done with the pod, I'll do it. He's like, nope. Nope.
Oh, God.
I said, all right.
This is infuriating.
Yeah.
Why don't can we just boot him? Like, why don't the rest of us do it? And because if he's willing to like make all these executive decisions, which like, if anything, I feel like you should be the one making the executive decisions as the director.
Yes.
But like, if he's just willing to be like, nah, what I say goes. Yeah. Why don't we just do what we say goes?
We can. The only problem is the hard drive issue. I don't have the files anymore. So
that's right. He's the only one with the files.
So I could get him. I mean, if possible today, I could try to get it from him.
Yeah.
He's oh.
It's fine. You're going to have to bleep a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have to go through it, scrub. You never do the editing stuff I ask you to do.
I know.
So you gotta...
This time I'm going to go scrub through it. I know because I finish it on the day, like this thing. So I'll spend time. I'm sorry.
So let's rewind a little bit, though, because there was a hard drive, like, terror. And I want you to walk me through this because it seems so not real to me. Like... I've had experience with hard drives.
You're gonna snooze.
So I just want to go. Well, let's just go like step by step because you filmed it. You brought this 4 terabyte hard drive to set
because he predicted it would be like 60 gigs or something. It was 18,
which is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way.
And even then, I feel like you would only need a terabyte.
Yes,
at most. 4 terabytes is crazy.
Yeah,
well, and homie was working off an iPad. Like, bro, iPad kid. You do not get to make executive calls if you're rocking an iPad. Like, fuck out of here, dog.
Babies, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's
like,
true. That's all
you know.
Yeah. No, but so the only reason I brought that one to set is because my other hard drive, again, like it had like 40 something gigs, and he was like, that's not enough. So, but I had other hard drives, but that's being harbored right now by a certain other person.
That's right. I remember this.
So so this is kind of goes deeper than that. Yeah, it's crazy.
It runs deep.
And so all I have left is this 4 terabyte one that it's been sitting in my room for like a year.
And you've never used it.
No, and I didn't know that you had to format it.
See, and this is already where my first bump in the story goes. I've never had to do that.
Yeah.
I've always took a hard drive out of the box, plugged it in, and dragged files onto it.
How big have your hard drive? Because this is my first, like, this is huge.
The ones that I rock with, there are 1 and a 2 terabyte. And I just plug them in.
How big are they? Like, this one's like this big.
Oh.
Like, I don't know what kind of hard drive it is.
It's like a industrial hard drive or something.
It's called like My Book.
I get that there might be like some of those like special higher end hard drives that like, but like it doesn't make sense to me that like I feel like you would have to format it first to put files on it in the first place.
I know.
But then also like
his iPad was Apple. It could have to do with that. But I do know the reason is to like, I don't know the reason as to why you had to format it, but I know what I had to do. This is the snoozy part.
Okay.
So an unallocated file basically, I just learned this yesterday.
Yeah.
Means and people in the comments, technical people, you can get on me for being wrong, but I think it basically means like it's not corrupted, but it's like your computer doesn't read it until you format it.
It's in like a different file type, basically.
You have to assign it a letter.
Okay.
Like an actual letter from the alphabet. So I did, but you can assign things letters without formatting it. But if it's unallocated, I don't know why it was.
Yeah.
You have to format it.
Okay.
Which
and
is
that
weird.
just erases everything on it.
Yeah. There was no workaround. It was a no-win situation.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like, and this is just like, you know, we talk about boundaries all the time and kind of like just showing up and being like, look, I'm doing shit my way, whatever. But in the future, I would have been like, I have this hard drive. It's one that I trust. It's got plenty of space on it, in my opinion. If we run out, then I'll bring a backup.
Exactly.
But, you know.
He didn't have, I was like, do you have hard drives? He's like, yeah, well, all of them are, you know, taken up. And he asked me to delete stuff on my Google Drive.
Yeah. I need to be like your advisor in this shit or something. I need to be like your proxy, because I would have told this guy to his face, like, all right, homie, well, what are you bringing to the table in this equation? Your fucking iPad? Yeah. Like,
I know.
I feel like all he's done is like complain and blame everybody else and cause problems. He caused this whole file snafu.
And he caused us having a bare bones crew, less than bare bones, because he kicked a couple people out.
What?
For differences.
What?
Creative. They DM'd him about saying the script was shit and the idea was shit. And then he kicked him out.
But he was saying the script was bad too.
Yeah. Yeah,
right,
no, it's.
I think we gotta just like.
I'm gonna try to get the files.
Get the files and then make a new chat without him, and then just like nobody reply to the OG chat, because
I might.
It's just been a mess, man, and like it's such a shame, because stuff like this should be fun.
It should,
and it's just like, man, we're not getting paid for this.
No.
We're not like doing this for glory and Oscars. We're doing it just to exercise our creative abilities. That's it.
I know.
That's it. And just to see what we can accomplish in 72 hours.
Oh, yeah.
It's not, we're not making, and then,
no.
And then I got to point this out too. This shit was so funny. So the thing will be done by the time this episode comes out. But the gist of the story is it's like two sisters and they're on a camping trip or whatever. And one sister made a list. The little sister doesn't like it. So by the end of the short, they make a new list and they're happy. That's the whole story. That's the gist of it. So one of the very nice people in the chat was like, hey, can I post some of these pictures from set? And motherfucker goes, yeah, just don't post any spoilers. Bro, first of all, who cares? Second of all, what spoilers? I said this before. This isn't fucking Doomsday. This isn't Avengers, bro.
I don't know if it has to do with the parameters of the challenge, but it shouldn't, because he said you could post whatever you want.
And
on your story.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, who's going to, like, there's not like another crew in the competition that's going to be watching.
No.
Oh, they did this for a story. Let's change our whole thing. Like,
no.
Yeah. Homie's been whacked from the get-go. And it's just, this is a lesson for everybody out there too. Like, you can pick your people, man. You don't have to deal with shitty people.
No.
You don't have to.
Good
Life
lesson.
is too short.
Good lesson.
And, you know, boundaries are healthy and beautiful. And respect is cool.
That's right.
Kindness is free. And, you
Very
know,
true.
just
and
relax.
Respect should be a given, not earned, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Well,
you can lose it. I'm just saying, like,
you can lose it, but I do think that respect, just like kindness, is one of those things that should be your first instinct.
Right.
And it's like, you should just treat everybody with kindness and respect.
Off
and
the
then
bat,
like,
there
if
you go.
they're an asshole, then you lose it.
Exactly.
And then you can earn it back, maybe. But like,
True.
Homeboy, as far as I'm concerned, is exiled from any future projects.
He is.
If it's up to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I jumped on because I just didn't want y'all to be using stock library music.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so like, I don't know, man. It almost, like, the fact that he's going to be editing makes me not want to contribute my stuff anymore, because I can only imagine the kind of nonsense he's going to be coming at me with.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, this piece is shit. I don't like the synths at all. And it's like, all right, bro, well, it's not your call.
Yeah.
You don't get to change any of it. Like, Nolan likes this.
Exactly.
So you gotta, like, fucking shut up.
Directors are in charge of edits too, guys.
Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, he gets 2 big thumbs down. Yep. And I think...
no big booms.
No, doom, if anything.
Yeah, big
it's
dooms.
A big doom.
That's right. 5 big dooms.
Yeah, that's a nice segue. The Super Bowl. That was last Sunday, right?
Yes. Did
you... you watched, like, the whole thing, right?
Hated all of it.
Hated all of it?
Except for the halftime show. Like, part of the halftime show. I had my beef with it a little bit. Not that it was... Like, I love the dancing. I thought the dancing was the best part.
I thought
all
the
of it.
set was great.
The set was also the best. You're right.
Super
Lady
vibey.
Gaga coming in was sick. All of it. I love Lady Gaga. It was random, but I thought it was But and him falling into the crowd was cool. My only thing was his singing, but I hated, my beef was that alternate halftime show.
Oh, okay. We'll get into that. Yeah.
The Kid Rock thing. Well, it's
all of it. I just want to.
But the Super Bowl
just want to drink my beer.
Oh man.
Drive my truck. Wear my boots. And Jon Stewart, the GOAT. He just why you got your keys in your pocket, bro?
I don't know.
That's so weird. Jon Stewart, bless his heart, he made a great point that nobody's stopping you from doing those things, and they're all very easy, actionable things.
Yeah.
He was actually wearing boots during that performance.
Oh, shit.
So I don't know what you're complaining about. And then he has a line about, and if I tell my daughter that little boys ain't little girls, then I'll be up shit creek without a paddle in this cancel your ass world.
Wait, did he actually say that?
He actually said that. That's a lyric in the song. That's a lyric in the song. And look, we're trans friendly here. You know, we support everybody. We love all of it.
Right.
And it's just been this weird boogeyman. That the right, I guess I'll say, has like taken up about like. I've been seeing these posts of like all these people that are like, they're indoctrinating our kids and they're trying to whatever, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
It's not a fucking choice. It's not a fucking choice.
Yeah.
Like I don't care how old you are, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. And it's like it doesn't hurt anybody. And then also, like, I actually thought about this the other day. So like they talk a lot about how like you shouldn't let kids get like sex changes.
Yes.
Right? Which like okay, I agree. But I also think it's like I got my first tattoo like a couple weeks before I turned 18 because I had parental permission.
Yeah.
And like that's a permanent fixture.
Yeah.
That's a permanent change to my body. That's like a really hard thing to reverse.
Yeah.
And I kind of think it's the same. It's on the same level. Like, you know what I mean? Like getting any kind of gender affirming surgery. It's like the same kind of stuff.
For sure.
You know, and I have
I don't want to get too like into this, but I have a piece of mesh in my body.
Okay.
So, you know, I mean and I have not felt the same way since.
Yeah.
So,
you know, and I don't know.
I don't want to get into like what it was, but I'll just tell you that, you know,
it's just such a weird like hill for this like part of the country to die on. And it's, you know what, it's the same thing as like the illegal immigrants because I also had this revelation. I never think about illegal immigrants except for when they're getting attacked in the news. Because like I was thinking about this, right?
Yeah.
I've gone my whole life. We live in a state that's like supposedly heavily like infiltrated by illegal immigrants, right? I've never at one point been like, I can't get a job because of the illegal immigrants. I can't sleep because of the illegal immigrants. They don't take up any space in my brain until I see them getting abused by ICE. Like, it's such a weird...
It's kind of funny you say that because... Well, not funny, but you know what I mean. Because, and this is... We're way behind the times, you know, but Morgan Freeman actually was asked about racism. This is going back. I'm sure you saw the clip.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, like, how do you suppose we just get rid of racism? He's like, stop talking about it. Don't think... Like, and he has a clout that... a lot, you know, because he's famous and a lot of people respect Morgan Freeman. I don't know anybody that doesn't.
Yeah.
But he's right you know, in a sense of like, because you don't think about it.
I think it's a privilege.
You just let it go.
But it's a privileged take.
For the most part,
you know
yeah,
what
it's a privileged take.
Because like, you know,
yes.
I ironically like experienced a lot of racism growing up, being biracial.
Yes.
Once kids at school found out my dad was black, that just opened the floodgates.
That's fair.
And I feel like racism, you can't just ignore it and it goes away. This is like terrible food for thought for a comedy podcast.
Of course.
But it's like you can't just ignore it and then it goes away. It has to be addressed, and it starts with education.
100%.
And, you know, there's a frightening number of people that are like, you know, have you ever heard about like the ethno-states? And all this, where people believe that like if you separate all the races and put them all in their own communities, that will bring peace.
Segregation,
pretty much.
More like
yeah,
I get you.
Yeah, there are people who are like, yeah, you can't mix like blacks and whites, and like they just have to be amongst their own people. And like, there's a frightening number of people that believe that.
No, that's maybe you're right.
I think that you know, it reminds me of my dad. Like, you know, when I first started learning about police brutality and racism, this is like a terrible podcast. I cannot believe we're being this serious. Well, it's supposed to be a fun comedy podcast, and we're talking about fucking police brutality.
It's okay. It's the break in the middle.
Yeah. But, you know, talking to him about cops, and, you know, my dad's black. He's been, you know, a drug dealer, and he's lived in fucking hardcore Chicago and stuff, and like, you know, being like, I cannot believe that this happens. And my dad, like, when George Floyd died, and I told my dad about it, he was like, well, maybe the cop was just having a bad day. A black man said that. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
You know, like, that's inexcusable. Yeah. And it's a privileged take, because like he hasn't had to deal with a lot of that.
That's true.
And a lot of like the Republicans and the righties, they love to pick out these like specific examples.
I know.
They'll find one person of color that agrees with their point, and they'll be like, see, all black people like they love Trump or whatever. And it's like, no, man, like,
now they're picking out a specific city in the US, Minneapolis. Like, shout out to like the awful shit that's going on over there, because I have family, and using specific examples from there, even though I think they have the almost the least amount of not culture but diversity, mostly. And it's like, why not choose Arizona? I'm just saying, like,
I think they're working their way west.
Are they?
Because I feel like it started like DC kind of stuff, and then I just feel like they've slowly been coming their way around, and like, I don't know, man, it's getting kind of crazy. And
which brings me to a segue. But
segue.
So in Minneapolis, and here's the talk about America. The band.
Okay.
There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Which, I mean, I'm not going to bring too much about it. I feel bad, like, just leaving a little, like, you know, what's like whatever. Just
I don't know. Plug it.
Okay. Plug. Yeah, that's right.
Plug.
Artistic Analysis, my channel.
Plug.
I have a separate channel. Plug. It's my plug.
Yeah.
And I talk. The latest video I posted was about the band America. They're actually playing in Minneapolis, and I told my aunt and uncle that.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I could stay with you guys and all these things, and they were like, with all the shit that's going on, sure. Yeah, if you want to come and see that while you're at a concert.
Yeah.
And I even told my friends that too, and they were like, are you sure? You know, it's just crazy. But the band is so cool. Like, I feel like what's so cool about like getting to do this channel is just getting to do all the research with all these bands and stuff.
That's why I really want you to do a Grateful Dead video.
That'd be cool.
Because I think that it would, like, as I've grown and I've learned, like, there's a great book by Jerry Garcia about the whole story. And like, it was like, you know, the 60s, and it's just like these dudes, they used to do this thing called the acid test. And they'd go to this house, and everybody would just take fucking acid, and like they just get these local musicians to just shred all night, and they just like, you're tripping balls and just whatever. And then they were like, we should like do this everywhere. And so they just like, this was back when you could do cool shit like this, and just like 10 dudes got in a bus and just drove around the country and just dropped acid and just jammed.
That's cool.
Like, it's just like the dopest shit. And I read this book in high school, and it made me want to drop out and travel so bad.
Wow.
Because I just was like, yeah, man, but you can't do stuff like that anymore in the modern day. You gotta pay taxes.
And speaking of dropping out, I want to hear your thoughts on, because this is a little bit of history for America. So it was only 3 guys that founded the band.
Okay.
You got Dan Peake, Jerry Beckley, and what was his name? Dewey Bunnell.
Okay.
I said it wrong. I keep mispronouncing names on my channel. I think it's Bunnell, not Bunnell. Okay. Whatever. And so in the 70s is kind of where they had their rise because of Horse with No Name and Sister Golden Hair and all that stuff. That was like in the top, like Hot 100, the Billboard. But in the 80s, Dan Peake actually dropped everything because of Christianity.
He found Jesus.
He actually has always been a Christian, and I saw this interview though.
Yeah,
it was actually a little disturbing, like about what he had said. But I kind of want to get your thoughts on this.
Okay.
I was just kind of, and I inserted it into my video too. It was just crazy. About he was like, I was a very mediocre Christian. And I feel like God wanted me to get famous. And it was through this band that I could use, he kind of didn't really use the word use, but he implied it. Like, I'm using this band to then find my way to Christian music. So that's kind of what he did for the rest of his career until he died, was Christian music.
Yeah.
And he was like, and if I didn't do that, I was worried I'd lose that fame.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He actually said that at the interview, Dan Peake.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? So he dropped his Lucky Break of America, did like worse music. A lot of people did like his music, but he wasn't that well talked about after America anyway. He dropped all of that to leave 2 guys to fend for themselves in the 80s, which they did. They did You Can Do Magic, which like blew them up again.
Yeah.
So like, fuck you, Dan Peake. So yeah, like I don't know, like what do you think about like just dropping everything? I mean, I guess you can respect it too, like in a sense.
So yeah, this is interesting. Kind of like I have a lot of feelings about this because while I don't necessarily agree with religion, I feel like as long as you're engaging with it in like a healthy way and in a way that doesn't alienate other people, and you use it for like violence and negative means, I think, go whatever keeps you healthy and sane and whatever, you know. I've always been jealous of religious people because I don't have that kind of faith. And like I feel like there's a lot of comfort. I got homies that are like hardcore Christians. They go to Bible study and they pray and they go to church and like they find comfort in that. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that. It's funny because this whole America story is just like I've seen it happen several other times. Like it happened with Korn.
Oh wow.
One of their guitarists, Head. He all of the band pretty much were like hardcore meth addicts.
Oh shoot.
And so Head at one point, like he just like had enough and he quit. He found Jesus. It's actually kind of crazy because I think he went a little too far. He got like a Jesus tattoo on his hand of white Jesus, which Jesus wasn't white. And he also started to like look a lot like Jesus. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but he was like doing the hair and the beard and the whole thing. It was a little much.
That's
and I actually saw him perform at a church for free because he left Korn. He became a solo artist. He did all this missionary stuff. And then he put out this Christian music and he like started performing at churches. I think he was actually like going to church out here. And that's why he did it. So I saw this performance and it was it was like the music was weird. It was like imagine Korn, but they're singing about Jesus too. It's like
was it actually hard? Like hardcore? Like
it was like heavy stuff.
Shoot.
You know, but like have you never heard like a Christian death metal band?
No.
Yeah, there's a whole sect of music that's like we love God but we rock. And it's like under the blood of Jesus. No, like it's like that kind of stuff. Like Cannibal Corpse but like for God.
Disturbing.
And he left and there was another person but I can't remember, but and Head actually rejoined Korn because I think he needed the money. But I think that I can respect it because you're sticking to your beliefs and you're chasing what you think is right and you're going after something that you think is more spiritually rich than making what do they call it? It's like worldly music or whatever.
Right.
But I mean, I think that you can get really sucked in, and it can just totally blind your like ability to make sensible choices. And I've seen it within like church and Christianity a lot, where it's like, oh yeah, well, like I just decided to sell everything and go build houses in Peru because God told me to. When I was growing up, I had such a beef because, we would struggle with money sometimes, or bad things would happen. And rather than like do actions, it's like, oh, we'll just pray on it. I'll pray for you. We'll pray on it. And it's like, all right, man, in my experience, that's never done anything for anybody. No.
Nope. Same here.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of religion, I watched this movie that my sister told me was terrible, but we have very different tastes in movies. She actually told me that Face Off with Nicolas Cage is one of her top 3 favorite movies.
Based.
Does that mean it's good?
Yeah, based.
No.
Based
Are you kidding me?
Amazing.
That movie is so weird and whack.
It's awesome.
I told her to give me like a explanation. She hasn't given it to me yet, so maybe next week. But that movie is so weird.
Oh, it's based.
This?
I love it.
What is this? Why does he do this to everybody in the movie? And, okay, now that we're on this topic, it just reminded me. I've seen several movies recently that do this, and I think it's a cardinal movie sin, in my opinion.
Okay.
So Face Off is probably the best example.
Okay.
So inciting action in this movie. Guy's son gets killed.
Right.
Right? At the end of the movie, Nicolas Cage dies. What does he do?
Yeah.
Hey, honey, I got a replacement son for us. Everything's okay now. Like, that happens so much in movies. And I've talked to my sister who has kids, and I'm like, if one of your children tragically died, and then your spouse is like, surprise, I got us a new son. It's like, no, dog. It doesn't just rework everything. Did you watch His and Hers on Netflix?
Is that Nicolas Cage too?
No, it's John Bernthal. It's like a new show on it. It was like a murder mystery kind of thing.
Oh wow. Yeah.
They do that in that one where John Bernthal and the main chick, their kid dies, and then like I'll spoil it. So spoilers for His and Hers, but
I don't know.
The chick, the main chick, her mom pretends to have like dementia and Alzheimer's, but then she turns out to be the murderer of all these people in this town because she was getting back at people who messed with her daughter when she was a kid.
Okay.
But then she also kills John Bernthal and the main chick are together.
Yeah.
She kills John Bernthal's sister so that way they adopt her kid.
Oh, what?
And she's like, yeah, you lost your baby, so here's a new one.
That's kind of weird.
Same thing in Face Off.
That's kind of weird.
You can't just replace dead kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Different story, but yeah.
But still, same idea. Oh, our kid
at the
died.
end, though. Like,
still, that happened at the end.
Yeah.
You
did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
But yeah, so the movie that I watched was Eternity.
Okay.
New release with Elizabeth Olsen and Miles Teller and another guy I couldn't recognize. So, gist of the movie, you die.
Yep.
You go to this train station.
Okay.
And it's like afterlife.
Oh, yeah.
And you revert back to the form that you were happiest in. And then you get to pick what eternity you want to go to.
Oh.
When you pick, you can't go back. Like, that's it. And you have to pick pretty much immediately.
Interesting.
So Miles Teller, him and Elizabeth Olsen, they're married. They've been married for 60 years.
Yeah.
He dies. And so he's there. He's waiting for her. She dies a week later. She shows up, and who else is waiting for her but her first husband, who she had married way back when. He went to the Korean War and died. And so he spent 67 years hanging out. You have to get a job in this thing. It was kind of whack, but he's been bartending in this train junction, waiting for her to show up. So she shows up. Miles Teller's like, "Oh, babe, I'm so glad you're here. I missed you." And then her first husband, Luke, he also comes to her. He's like, "I've been waiting for you." And she's like, "What?" And then they're like, "Yeah, you have to pick who you want to spend eternity with.
Wow.
And where you're going to go." And so Miles Teller at one point goes, "Oh, your hair is long. It was never long when we were together. So you must have been happiest with him. And I want you to be happy. So I think that you should go spend eternity with this guy that you never got to have a life with. So she does. She does. They go to this cabin dimension.
Crazy.
So she does, and then like the guy, they were together for who knows, like maybe a month before he went off to war and died.
Wow.
And so he turns out to be like a giant dick, and he just like a super asshole to her, and she's not having a good time. And then she's like, love is not what we had. Love is a mortgage and kids and fighting over bills and going to the grocery store. And I'm like, yeah, like you should have realized that. So she escapes the reality. They make it this whole big deal that like if you break out, they grab you, they throw you in this void, and you're in blackness forever. So she escapes. She's able to hide from all these like guards. I'm like, all right, whatever.
The hell?
She finds Miles Teller. He's bartending now, and she's like, I know what I want now. And it's you. And he's like, oh, awesome. That's great.
I'd say no.
And then
I'd say get out.
And then he wanted to go to like a beach eternity because he always wanted to go vacation on the beach. They never did. They end up going to like a suburb eternity that looks just like the neighborhood they lived in that he hated.
Oh, hell no.
And I was like, this shit is so whack that this chick is just getting all the dick.
Yeah.
She has to face no consequences for her actions.
Plot armor.
And she just has all these guys that are like, do your thing. I don't care that you went off with this other guy and you just threw me aside after I was with your ass for 67 years holding it down.
That's plot armor right there, dude.
Like, just everybody was just like waiting for her, and I was like, that's fucking whack. As soon as, if I was Miles Teller, as soon as she went with homeboy, I'm in the Huz dimension, bro. I'm in the shoddy dimension.
Right.
I'm fucking kicking it, man.
Exactly.
But like, nah, he waited, and then as soon as she popped back up, he's like, oh, thank God. All right, let's do it. And I've been there before. Yeah. I definitely have been in that simp position, but like,
but he died. They died.
They're dead.
And
they're
it's
dead.
eternity.
This is eternity. You're telling me that you wanted to do eternity with somebody else? Fuck out of here, bro. That's it.
Yeah, no.
That's it. So 0 stars.
Yeah.
Bad movie.
That's awful. It kind of reminds me of this Robin Williams movie that I can't remember the name, but it's not like all the cardinal sins, but also like spending eternity.
Was it the one with John Krasinski and Mandy Moore?
I think so.
Where he's like the marriage counselor. They go through like a training camp for marriage.
No, it's he died. Like and he's in the afterlife.
Gotcha.
And his wife is still alive. And he and they like kind of, she misses him, but like she moves on. He doesn't, like he's stuck in it. And then I think she dies like eventually.
Yeah.
Like, and then, I think when she just dies of old age. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while, but it's a great movie. It's actually probably one of his saddest, even though he's got some sad movies.
Yeah.
This one's sad. And I think it's very aesthetic, like the afterlife, like in that movie.
I'll have to check it out because that's what I hated in this movie is like the idea that the afterlife would be based on real stuff on Earth.
Yeah.
Like that's my nightmare.
Oh, well, in the movie it's kind of like that too.
But like, you can do it in a cool way. But the idea that like when Miles Teller dies, he wakes up on a train that's going into the station.
Oh.
I would be so pissed.
Yeah.
I would be like, I just want it to be black. I don't want to like wake up in a movie theater or like, you know what I mean, be like at a roller rink and like, oh, this is the afterlife, you got to skate to your dimension.
No, I mean in this one it's exactly what you would hope for. It's like they both are like he's waiting for her and she still loves him and all that good stuff, so it's good.
I did, and I wanted to get your thought. This is a very brief thing. I watched this other new movie called We Bury the Dead with Daisy Ridley. And I don't know, the movie was like whatever. But Daisy Ridley, who's an English actress, puts on an American accent in the movie.
They're really good at that usually.
But I had this kind of thought.
Yeah.
I think we need to stop doing that.
Because you mean just
her being American really had nothing to do with the movie. You know what I mean?
True.
Like they had like one line at one point about like, oh, we shouldn't. It was like an Australian thing that she volunteered for.
Yeah.
And they were like, we shouldn't let Yanks but like that was it. That was the only time it ever came up. Yeah. And I was like, why are we making this poor woman who's in my opinion, a great actress have to like double like make it extra hard by having to act and do an accent?
It's also funny you say that because I've had short films in the past where like the actors are like, I could do a British accent, and they do. And I'm like, what's the point of this? And it's rough, but but it's like, why?
I like so many movies that I watch. Or like even TV shows. Like, you know, Idris Elba is another one who does an American accent all the time.
Yeah.
Why? Why can't he just be like in Star Wars?
Yeah.
In the Force Awakens and all those new ones, John Boyega, who is also British, has to do an American accent. Why?
I don't know.
It's like it doesn't. I don't know, man. And like when you cast somebody, I feel like you should just cast them and let them be them. And like
I think it's because I don't know. The film industry's so again egotistical.
Yeah.
Because they're not giving room for like a lot of newer actors and or just everyday people who strive to be actors. Have you ever heard of SAG?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So the rules like with SAG.
Kind of.
Sort of. I learned about this again. I've learned a lot yesterday doing this film. But basically, the actress was talking about how you need 3 SAG credits. Mm-hmm. And when you get those 3 credits, you're basically like giving your soul away. I mean, that's the way I described it.
Yeah, pretty much.
To SAG, and you can't be in any union films.
Yeah.
And
non-union,
right? Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't be in any like non-union films.
Yeah, you can't be credited.
Correct. Yeah. So, and I thought that was crazy because I was just like, and because it's a choice. It's like you either choose to give your life away to SAG and never be in any of those kinds of things again. But it's a very competitive field. But you have a chance of being in big stuff if you're
good.
Good. Yeah, and then or just not do it. And I'm like, man, the film industry is just a bunch of pressure for actors and filmmakers alike. Yeah. And that's why we have such a limited amount of people who like have given their life away basically and have made those choices like all the big names. And it's like you hear about them in so many. I'm so tired. My roommate and I talk about this. We're so tired of seeing the same actors in the same types of movies.
Yeah.
Like The Rock is in the same movie every time.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, basically. Robin Williams, totally in the same movies every time. What? Amazing actor. Amazing.
No way. Robin Williams?
Same type of movie.
You go Dead Poets Society, then you got Mrs. Doubtfire, you got Flubber.
Right. Different, you think, but if you put them, they're comedies. A lot of them are.
Yeah.
But it has a lot of sad stuff that happens about death.
Yeah.
Like the themes are basically the same.
That's a beef I have about comedies.
So,
Like, just real quick, I don't want to cut off your train of thought.
No, you're good.
But like, Harold and Kumar, Tenacious D. Yeah. These are some of my favorite comedies. But all of these have this issue.
Yeah.
And maybe you can point out why. Yeah. But like, you're watching, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
We're on a fun road trip. We're doing an adventure. We're getting into hijinks and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But then like 3/4 of the way through, we got to have a fight.
Yeah.
And a breakup.
Second act breakup. Yeah.
We're splitting up and I hate you and I never want to see you again. And then, at the last bit, let's reunite and we love each other.
That's done so much? Because it's easy. And it's safe.
Yeah, but it's
safe.
like, let's just, I don't, my thing is though, I'm watching a comedy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't need you bringing me down with a fight.
Yeah.
Like, it should be that the homies are together through the whole thing, having a good time.
Audiences eat that shit up, though.
I know, it's so basic, though. It's so boring.
And unfortunately, it's worked because audiences still eat that stuff. Yeah, even if they don't like it, they'll still watch it.
Yeah, totally.
Because they you got to have some drama. It's the 3-act structure. I hate it too.
Yeah.
I think the way they should do it, I think it's okay to have some drama.
Yeah.
But do it differently than the second act breakup.
Yeah.
Do something else. I'm tired of
them get into trouble. Have them get split up, but they don't need to fight.
Have them stay united. And maybe get into some other kind of trouble together.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I get you. That's why.
Yeah, like the whole SAG thing is crazy,
so
but like I don't know, man. I think about like I was watching a podcast with Timothy Chalamet, Timmy Cham's in it.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, God, I would just kill to have that dude's life because like I think being an actor,
Yeah.
like I'm trying to get my sexy right because I think being an actor would be like the easiest, chillest job.
Yeah.
I would love to be an actor. And like, look,
They don't have to lift a finger.
There are people who really go for it.
Yeah.
Like people who can like cry on cue and they like, I'm not big on like the method acting thing, but like they put their whole actocy into their craft. But like, and I think Timothée Chalamet is one of those guys. But I'm also like, man, like you get paid a couple $1 million and you gotta like go to the Sahara Desert to film Dune, and you get to hang out in like cool clothes and just you gotta shout a bunch, and then like Marty Supreme, which I love, like you're just hanging out in New York and playing ping pong, and you're like, what are you doing right now? It's like, oh, I'm learning ping pong for this movie. Yeah. That's my job.
If I had an ego, I would be like, no, they have it so hard. But I don't.
But I feel that way about musicians too.
Yeah.
Like famous ones who like people, like they go out there and they work hard and they bleed and they try to like squeeze every drop of authenticity for their music. But like, dude, playing a show is like the funnest shit. And I've never had to do hundreds of shows consecutively on a world tour and like you have all these eyes on you and whatever, but I'm just like, dude, like sign me up. Easy money.
I'm learning acoustic, so again, I talked about this before.
God, I'm not doing some. We got to, if we're gonna do any kind of music, we got to do a shoegaze band. I want to do like super heaven shit.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Whatever. I mean,
all right.
I enjoy it. I enjoy any kind of music. Like when it comes to like, if, you know, as long as I'm
trying
on
to get
stage.
you on that trap shit though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we play acoustic in my trap band.
Of course. I would, you know, for the sake of us, and
hell yeah, I appreciate that. All right, man. But yeah, it's I just feel like once you're even the people who are like side actors and they're like just like there's this one guy, he's been in like Breaking Bad and
Bryan Cranston,
Bruce Almighty. No, he's like this Latino actor. His name is Hector, and like all the actors he plays are Hector.
What's his name?
Hector. His real name is Hector.
Oh, Hector what though? I'm trying to think.
I don't know, but he's like the guy with the big mustache. He's bald. He's a little chunky.
Yeah.
And like that's like it. He's just like the quintessential like Latino like guy, and like he shows up and he does his thing.
Yeah.
And like he's maybe in like a couple episodes, but like that dude's working. He's making money, and he doesn't have to like do the bullshit that we got to do to pay his bills. You know? So like I don't know. It's just been one of those things that I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Like
that actress who we had yesterday said she had an agent, and I was like,
yeah.
That's so. It's apparently it's not that difficult to get an agent.
Yeah.
But you have to know where to look.
Yeah.
And you have to have enough like credits. So
I know I've looked into that as like a film composer. I was like, baby, I need to get like an agent.
That'd be
to
cool.
Like get me work.
Yeah.
But like, where do you look? How do you get that? Like, I don't know.
There's specific names out there. You have to make sure to differentiate between the scammers.
Yeah,
and
that's the thing too.
Yeah.
And then it's also like I'm just starting out, and like. I've got to give you 60% of all my earnings when I'm making like $100
and that's
on
not a scam.
Indie film. I know it's like legit.
Yeah, that part's legit. If they're asking you for like just money out of the gate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That I'd do though. I would. If it was like 40-60, I'd do it.
Totally.
Because then
if you can get me as like an extra role on Dune or whatever. Yeah, bro.
You do it
60%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
cool.
if it's like, 60% of $5,000. Yeah, take it. I'll take that 40
to be on something big and get that kind of credit. Like
and just like that's the start. I feel like that's all it is. You get like that one, and then it just starts coming and coming. Like if you're lucky,
I've looked into
luck
agents.
is a huge part of it too.
Yeah, I've looked into some legit agents. I haven't gotten anything myself, like whether it was acting or videography role, things like that. But majority of the ones that I like, there's this very infamous one, and a lot of people probably know about this. Casablancas or whatever it is. John Casablancas. What they do to scam you is crazy.
What do they do?
So they get you on like the Zoom call, to talk about like, and they'll send you a script like a day or two before to like, you don't have to memorize it, but you just have to like practice. And it's an audition Zoom call.
Yeah.
And you
I know
all
the
go.
terms.
Yeah, you know the terms.
You get sides.
Yes, you get side. Yes, correct. And when you're done with the audition, they're like, all right, we'll let you guys know in the next few minutes, just make sure to give us a call or whatever in the next like 30 minutes, and we'll tell you how you did.
Okay.
So what did I call them in 30 minutes. What do they tell me? You're really good. You have a lot of potential. And then they were like, let's hop on a call and talk about this. I hopped on another Zoom call that same day, or maybe it was the next day. I don't remember. And this other lady was giving me a breakdown of like, all right, well, you're good, but you're not quite there. Like they like put you into categories. You're in the B category.
Okay.
There's A, B, C.
Yeah.
And but later on, I learned that everyone was put in the B category.
Yeah.
And because I looked more into them.
If you want to get into the A category, you should sign up for our special acting coach. And you know who got that was Denzel Washington.
Did he?
No, I'm saying. That's what I would be saying if I was them.
They said,
Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon. Like, these are all people who went through the same program that you did.
Yeah.
Like,
they kind of said something like that.
Yeah,
and then but then I learned people that actually indulged in that. And I did some more research later on. I had to make a decision that day, too.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Yeah. And
you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Spots are filling up quick.
Yeah. And I was like, and then I took a minute to think. I called my mom and I just thought about it. And I was like, wait, no, if they saw my potential, they would take some money out of future money that I make. That's how agents work.
Yeah.
I didn't know how agents worked. And I told her that. And if you saw my potential, like, I shouldn't have to pay you for anything.
Yeah.
And she was like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
So
that's how they get you, man. Yeah. I have a random question for you.
Okay.
You're gonna be off put by it, but I just want your.
Sure.
I need your answer.
Okay.
It's very personal.
Okay.
And we can cut it if it doesn't work. But it's a family matter that came up recently.
Oh.
Because my nephew, who's 5.
Oh yeah.
It recently came up about his wiping technique. So I'm gonna ask you this question straight up. I just want your answer.
Wiping technique. Okay.
What direction do you wipe in? Do you wipe front to back or back to front?
Back to front.
No.
What?
You wipe back to front?
Yeah.
You wipe this way?
Yeah.
That's how you get shit on your balls, bro.
I don't get shit. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you wipe back to front. You get all the duty away from you.
I take showers like at least like every day.
That's fine, but like I just feel like wiping.
And I wipe my ass every day.
Wiping is front to back.
I don't mind if we bleed. I'm not going to bleep.
Everybody weigh in. We'll clip this. I want to know what direction
it's
people
hard,
wipe in.
Dude. You reach down there and you're like, how do you do that?
You reach through the front. No, you go back. You reach up.
You go back?
Yeah.
Dude, that's how you get shit on your hands.
No, no. And then
on your toilet, and it's like, I don't know.
No, you wipe.
You have a chance of touching the water,
and
too.
Then you go, how high is the water in your toilet?
Get under your ass and sit on your
I don't know, man. I don't have a problem with it.
It's easier to just
It's one of those things that I was like, yeah, like who taught me how to wipe? Like
nobody taught me.
I like learned that. That explains why you wipe back to front. That explains a lot. I'm just saying, bro. I feel like
this is some personal shit that I fucking.
But I feel like I'm sorry for the audience. I know this imagery is terrible, but it's an important thing
it's
because comedy. And I feel and a lot of it too is for like just like the human experience of it all. Like I think about little man just like running around with shit on his balls, man. Like, no, man. And like, his dad is like teaching him this stuff. And I'm like, no, man, it's front to back.
I'm not going to take this a step further, but I've got another question.
Okay.
How often do you shower, and day or night?
This is something that I always go back and forth on. Mm-hmm. I shower at least once a day.
Yep.
Very rarely do I have a day that I don't shower. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I do it for my skin, just to like reset. I'm big on my skincare.
For sure.
But I shower at least once a day. Sometimes it's a 2-day shower.
Yeah.
Especially because we live out here where it gets hot and you're sweating and whatever.
Yeah. That's fine.
I've recently become a night shower guy.
Nice.
Because my thinking of it is like, okay, I'm going to go through my whole day. Mm-hmm. I do like sweat sometimes at night when I sleep. I'm like a hot sleeper.
Yeah.
But I like the feeling of getting into my bed clean.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I've heard if you shower in the morning, you feel more productive for the day.
Yeah.
But if you shower at night, you get better sleep.
Because
you feel cooler.
Yeah.
You feel clean.
Yeah.
You know, I sleep great.
Yeah. But I'm also a fan of a morning shower. Like,
oh no.
And the way that I'll do it sometimes is I'll shower. I'll take like a late shower, and I'll do it like real quick.
Oh,
like it's not like I'm enjoying it shower. It's like, all right, let's just pits, tits, and bits. Let's just fucking get in there.
What about
do
you
once
wash
over.
your like scalp every day or?
Very rarely because I have mixed hair.
Right.
Product is not my friend.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean. It makes my shit frizz out. As I'm growing it out right now, so once it gets longer, you'll kind of start seeing like.
Yeah. Are you trying to grow it out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
And like. Product's not really my friend. It's a whole thing in the black community. Like you have to use like very specific products. There's like, I told the do-rag story. Like I used to wear a do-rag in high school for the product. Like you'd have to put oils and stuff in your hair and let it sit overnight.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I wash it every now and then.
I wash it I've been told not to wash it every day. I wash my hair every day, and that's probably why I get dandruff.
Yeah, that shit'll fuck you up.
I hate to bring this up too. I got lice twice in my life.
Got lice twice?
I did.
Never had
and
it.
I never was able to differentiate between lice and dandruff. And a lot of people, you're surprised?
Dandruff is flakes and lice are bugs.
Yeah, but the eggs are white when you look in your scalp, and it itches like at specific parts of your head.
The eggs are like little round things, and then dandruff is just
it was hard for me to tell because I got long hair and it doesn't come off as much.
Okay.
If I had shorter hair, I'd totally be able to tell.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I know.
Yeah.
But lice is usually apparently on the back of your head.
Yeah.
And I would get itchiness on the back of my head. So, and I had lice twice. You had to get rid of lice?
You got to do like the special chemicals and
you got to suffocate them.
Yeah.
Pretty messed up, but awesome. And
awesome.
It's an awesome visual.
I mean, well, like my thing,
kill that parasite on your body.
I mean, honestly, and here's where like my hypocrisy comes through because I love animals, right? We talked about this recently. Like hunting is fucked up. I don't think you should kill animals. But when it comes to bugs,
fuck that.
Kill them all.
Rip off the heads of beetles.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's what my friend said.
I have he
cucked a lot of those beetles.
I have such a phobia of bugs that it's like I just want to get them away from me. Like don't let them in. There was one time I had this apartment in Washington and I had like moved some furniture, went to work, came back. There's a giant spider on the wall.
Oh shit.
And I had to call my mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to try to kill this spider. It's so big that I don't want to get near it. I have to throw my shoe to try to kill it. If I miss, I just need you on the line because I'm going to freak out. It's going to run away, disappear, and I'm going to have to burn down this apartment.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I did one shot it.
Wow.
But
did I tell you my scorpion story?
No.
Oh, dude. This happened. Okay, this is my last big story of the pod, but of this episode.
Yeah.
And it was freaky. So, you ever heard of a bark scorpion?
No.
I think it's only native to specific parts of the country, maybe west. Bark scorpions suck.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously like their sting isn't enough to kill you, but it's enough to like actually destroy your body.
Okay.
Enough. So I got stung 3 times.
How?
In the leg. So, well, my parents would talk about how they when they first moved.
How old are you when this happened?
This was senior year of high school, so
so
5 years ago.
Way too old.
I was way too old.
Yeah.
But this scorpion was big. The smaller they are, the worse they are. I'm sure you've heard that. This one was big, but for 24 hours, like my whole body, I didn't know what it was, by the way. I thought, I was like, man, all my unhealthy high school habits are finally catching up to me. Obviously that wasn't the case.
You weren't aware that the scorpion stung you?
Well, so I was sleeping, and I was getting up for school. I stand up. All I feel down my leg is just sharp pain.
Yeah. Like,
ow, 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 going down my leg. I was like, what the hell? And I was like, I fell. I was like in agony, and my mom came in, and she was just like, what's going on? And I was like, I just got this pain. And then, like, I was eating breakfast, and I can't taste anything. And then I drank water. I was like, why? What's going on? I can't taste the water. I can't even drink it.
This was in my house. They'd be like, man, stop crying. Get your ass to school. Like,
right? Well, so what do you think she did?
Took you to the urgent care, hopefully?
The hospital.
Okay.
Like legit hospital. Okay. Because I'm a hypochondriac as it is.
Yeah.
So like me over here, like, you know, thinking all the unhealthy habits were catching up to me. And anyway, so I put my clothes, I had my pajamas on, but she told me to like get out of my normal clothes and put on my comfy clothes. So I put my pajamas back on. No, I didn't. That's not true. I put on my other clothes.
Okay.
The same clothes that I was wearing before, and I don't know. It's super weird. I don't know why I had pajamas, put on my other clothes, put on my pajamas again, and then put my other clothes back on again. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
But what I do know is that the scorpion, when I got to the hospital, they asked me a couple of questions. And, you know, and they didn't even diagnose me.
Yeah.
And apparently there was like a team, and the team consisted of like new hires for like I don't know. They were like interns. I don't know what they were. I don't know why they were interns.
Yeah.
Like just, they were like studying me or something. It was really weird.
Okay.
It was like 5-minute questions. And then I go into the room, put on my hospital gown, put my clothes aside. What do I see on my belt?
The dead scorpion?
No, it's not dead.
Oh.
It was alive on me.
Ugh.
All day.
Ugh.
Yes.
You got bit 3 times by it?
Yeah, stung 3 times down this leg. Yeah.
Damn.
And yeah, I was bruised up at that point, and I was like, "Oh, that explains that."
Yeah.
And I couldn't really walk really well either, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then the nurse comes in. She's like, "All right, you calm down, And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
What are you? I'm fine. I'm just like that. There's a scorpion on my belt.
Yeah.
She's like, "All right," and then she like grabs my shoe, and like kills it. And I was like, all right, well,
badass nurse.
And yeah, badass nurse, but it was just like, man. So when I got home, you know, like they actually were gonna give me like anti-venom.
Yeah.
And we were like, no. Like my mom was like, no, you'll be fine. Like he should be fine. Like in the next, because she did research, like she looked it up. 24 hours later,
look, Mom,
I was good.
But look, I'm gonna say this, and this has been a long, like, point that I've been making in my family.
Yeah.
Because stuff comes up, and my mom, bless her heart, people will ask her, "What should I do?"
Yeah.
My mom is not a doctor.
No, I know.
She's not a medical professional in any sense.
The antivenom was $2,000.
Google.
Yeah.
But if you're saving your kid's life,
yeah, I know,
you should do it. And it's come to the point several times where, especially as my sister's kids have grown up, where they'll ask my mom a question. My mom will be like, "Oh, well, I think it might be fine." And I'm like, she doesn't know.
No.
She doesn't know.
True.
I love you, Mom, but you don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And I've said to them several times, I'm like, you should just take them to urgent care.
Yeah.
Go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, talk to a person who actually like went to school for 1,000 years to understand this stuff.
True.
Not just our mom who raised us and like
I know.
was like, "Oh yeah, you got the flu, well whatever."
I do agree. I do agree with that.
Like, and that's the point of having kids. You got to spend $2,000 on anti-venom sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they get bit by a scorpion.
Yes.
That's what happens. That's a gamble, bro.
Yeah, I know. It was a gamble. And I was like, oh, as long as I'm going to be okay. I was, obviously. It came out of my system. I mean, the doctors weren't quite sure, like, if that was going
At
to.
that point, then I'm like, all right, get the anti-venom.
It was 3 times, by a big scorpion. But, I mean, the hospital bill was $2,000 as well, just from them not even diagnosing me.
That's like an issue in the country in general.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
And then she argued it, and it took forever, but they got it down to like maybe 500. I don't remember. Yeah. So that's my scorpion story.
Yeah, and like it's just one of like God's creatures that is just an absolute terrible demon. And I feel this way about tarantulas.
Oh.
I feel like tarantulas are just like a giant mistake. And they're fucked up, dude.
They don't have venom or poison.
But they're fucked up.
Oh no, I hate them. Yeah, I hate them. Yeah, of course.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Get it away from me. When we moved to our first house out here when I was a kid, there's a tarantula. My dad threw a shoe at it. It was on the ceiling.
Oh.
Threw a shoe at it, and it survived.
Oh.
And it fell. And it was like a thud. It was meaty. And
ew,
you know,
no.
like look, props to like Billie Eilish, and there was that guy from Avenged Sevenfold in that one music video where they let the tarantula be on their face.
No.
I would literally like explode.
Yeah.
A tarantula. If I haven't seen one in person for such a long time, thankfully. But like if I came home and there was a tarantula in my living space, my sister had one for a long time. She gave it to my dad. Yeah. And on the rare occasion that I'm at his house, and it's in this little cage. I cannot believe it's still alive. He calls it Spider Girl, which is stupid. Oh. But it's such a monstrosity. And I'm sorry to all the tarantula lovers out there, but like, again, proof that God doesn't exist. How could you?
Scorpions, tarantulas.
Could you make this fucking nightmare beast?
Snakes. I mean, snakes don't freak me out.
I like snakes.
I do too.
Yeah, I think they're cool. I don't like the having to feed them mice and all the bugs and all that, but like I think that as animals they're cool. Yeah. But yeah, tarantulas, if I got 3 wishes from a genie, get rid of all the bugs, tarantulas especially, like it doesn't make any sense, especially from like an evolutionary point. You're just a giant hairy hand. Like
I don't like that.
That's get the fuck out of here.
I've never liked tarantulas either. Yeah, daddy long legs freak me out.
All spiders.
Yeah, true,
you know, I can like I'm okay if I see like a tiny one that's like smaller than like a dime. Yeah, but like if it's like a thick. Yeah. If I can distinguish features, we got a problem. Yeah. It's go time.
Yeah, you're getting me.
Well, on that note, we'll wrap it up.
That's good. All right.
Shout out Artistic Analysis. Yeah. Check out the videos. Go subscribe.
You plug?
This show. Subscribe to this show. Good. Like. Check out Instagram and TikTok. We're trying to get more clips out there.
Yes.
If you have anything that you want to contribute to the show, comment it,
please,
or whatever. We're going to try to figure out some kind of avenue for people to submit stuff. But like, you know, if you're watching this and you've made it this far, comment something and we'll maybe talk about it.
Is this episode 9 now?
Episode 9.
All right, we're almost in double digits.
Yeah, thanks to everybody who is subscribed.
Yeah.
Everybody who's watching, liking. Keep it up. We appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, stay safe, stay alive. Don't get bit by a scorpion.
Nope. Or don't let a spider touch you.
Yeah, and don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Just be cool, be kind.
That's right.
It's free.
Exactly.
We need a good sign off for this show.
I know.
I don't know.
I mean, we have
door cheese.
We have our high fives.
Yeah, but we got to say something.
True.